Hello everyone, you're welcome to this nice algebra problem, which is x over 3 times x over 3. This is equal to 3 over x. So what is the value of x, or what are the values of x? Now let's provide a solution from here. We have x times x. This is the same thing as x raised to the power of 2 divided by 3 times 3. This is 3 raised to the power of 2, and this is equal to 3 over x. The next step is to cross multiply from here so that we have x to the power of 2 times x raised to the power of 1. This is equal to 3 raised to the power of 1 times 3 raised to the power of 2. Now, this is in the form of a to the power of n times a to the power of m, which we can express as a to the power of n plus m. Applying this exponent property, this means we have x raised to the power of 2 plus 1. This is 3, and this is equal to 3 raised to the power of 1 plus 2, which is equal to 3. Now let's take 3 to the power of 3 on the left hand side so that we have x to the power of 3 subtract 3 raised to the power of 3. This is equal to 0. Now we have that here. This is actually the difference of two cubes. This is the difference of two cubes that we can express as a to the power of 3 minus b to the power of 3. This can be expressed as a minus b, a to the power of 2 plus a times b, then plus b to the power of 2. Applying this identity, this means we have x minus 3. Then here we have x to the power of 2 plus 3 times x, which is 3x, then plus 3 squared, which is 9. Then this is equal to 0. Now, this means that here we have got two parts. We have that x subtract 3, this is equal to 0. Then we have x to the power of 2 plus 3x plus 9, this is equal to 0. From the first part here, we have x1, this is equal to 3. This is a real solution. Now, from the second part here, we have a quadratic equation. We have a quadratic equation where we have the value of a is equal to 1, b is equal to 3, and we have c is equal to 9. Now let's solve for x2, x3 by applying the quadratic formula here, which is minus b plus or minus the square root of b to the power of 2 subtract 4ac divided by 2 times a. So let's substitute the values of a, b, and c into this formula so that we have negative 3 plus or minus. We have the square root of, so this is 3 squared minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is 9. Everything here divided by 2 multiplied by 1. So this implies that here we have negative 3 plus or minus. This is the square root of 3 squared. This is 9 minus 4 times 9. This is equal to 36. Then divided by 2. So this means we have negative 3 plus or minus the square root of 9 minus 36. This is negative 27 divided by 2. So that now here we have negative 3 plus or minus the square root of negative 27, which is the square root of 9 times 3 times negative 1 divided by 2. So this implies that here we have negative 3 plus or minus the square root of 9, this is 3, the square root of negative 1, this is I, then square root of 3 divided by 2. So this implies that x2 is equal to negative 3 plus 3i square root of 3 divided by 2. Then we have x3, this is equal to negative 3 minus 3I square root of 3 divided by 2. So you find that these are two complex solutions. These are two complex solutions for this algebra problem. Now we have got one real solution here, that is x1, and this is equal to 3. Now let's verify that this real solution here satisfies the equation. So let's verify this. Now let's verify that the real solution here, which is equal to 3, this is the real solution. If this real solution satisfies the equation x2, x3, these are complex solutions. These are complex solutions. These are two complex solutions. Now, if you recall, we entered x, that is, we have x over 3 multiplied by x over 3. This should give us a value of 3 over x, which is the same thing as x to the power of 2 divided by 3 times 3. This is 9. This should be the same thing as 3 over x. So we have 3 raised to the power of 2 divided by 9. This should be equal to 3 divided by 3. So we have that 3 squared, this is the same thing as 9 divided by 9. This should be equal to 3 over 3. So we have that 9 divided by 9, this is 1, which is equal to 1. This is 1. So this implies that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. And this implies that the real solution here satisfies the equation. So we have got two complex solutions and only one real solution for this algebra problem. So kindly follow the steps, like this video, and kindly subscribe. Please like this video and kindly subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.